Hello there, people of the internet. It's been a minute. It's been a while. It's been about 2 months approximately since we've gotten any information on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, and unfortunately, as many of you are, I'm also chomping at the bits for information. I'm feeding at table scraps right now, hoping that Nintendo or Monolithsoft or anyone will give us something to go on, because really all we've had for the last 2 months is a speculation about what the game could be, which speculation is cool, but not really something that can generate discussion, hype, thoughts, inquiry. Literally all we know about the game right now is the title, and that maybe there's going to be one new area. But aside from that, I just want to update you guys on things that I've heard in the last 2 months. Really not that much. This video is going to be pretty short, and I'm also doing this in a really impromptu fashion. Alright, so the first thing I want to bring up is that there was apparently a quote-unquote leak going around of the street date being broken for the game on a UK website. The site had it at May 29th, 2020 releasing. I don't think that's real. So here's the thing. May 29th, 2020 is the last day Nintendo can release Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for the end of Q2 of the 2020 fiscal year. I haven't been keeping up with Nintendo's shareholder meetings or anything like that, but I'm gonna assume that they promised that this game would come out before that. So like May 29th could very possibly be the release date, but it's very unlikely unless they like just delay it till the last minute. Like, that's actually why The Last of Us Part 2 can only be delayed until that day, because Sony wants that game to be in their Q2 profits, because otherwise, they actually do not have anything, which is pretty funny if you think about it. But yeah, I mean, that's probably what that is. I doubt it's the actual release date. It's probably just a placeholder date on the website, listing out the final possible day that Nintendo could release it. I would imagine it's probably going to come out a little sooner, considering Nintendo's typical release schedules when it comes to announcements of games. In the Switch's life, at the very least, ever since the Switch came out, it's been like they announce a game and then it comes out 6 months later. Like, that was like the case with Splatoon 2. It was the case with ARMS even sooner than that. It was kind of the case with Mario Odyssey and with Smash. So I imagine it's going to be the case with Xenoblade Definitive Edition as well, especially since it's not like they're creating a whole brand new title and they're only showing us a snippet of it. They're remaking a game from nearly a decade ago. The next piece of information, and this is more of a weird, funny tidbit, is that one of the Xenoblade team's lead artists and the wife of the team leader tweeted out that she will no longer retweet Nintendo Direct events to avoid speculation and rumors about what games are coming out or what she's gonna, or what her studio's involved in. So I mean, okay. I think this is more of a hype check type of thing, which it seems like a lot of people involved in Nintendo development are starting to understand that, like, their fan bases are so fucking rabid when it comes to getting any information, any little hint of something. Like, Sakurai breathes wrong and then the internet fucking goes crazy about what character could be added in Smash. But I think he gets a sick kick out of it, versus a lot of other Nintendo developers and designers probably want to stay out of that type of limelight, to keep their jobs afloat, because I don't think Sakurai's job hinges on whether or not he correctly or incorrectly leaks his Smash character, versus if an artist leaks some concept art or tweets something that they probably shouldn't about a game that Nintendo hasn't announced or is in the process of announcing, then that might affect their job and future employment offerings. So yeah, it's not really a big deal. Just kind of a hype check thing. Kind of has nothing to do with the game overall. Probably just means that, you know, if anyone from Monolithsoft were to retweet something or tweet something out, it probably doesn't mean anything unless it's just an official announcement. We also had Monolithsoft celebrating their 20th anniversary on October 2nd, I believe. Nintendo tweeted it out, and the Monolithsoft website has some banner art with like the Xenoblade characters and some concept art that has been unused, and it looks pretty cool. There's Xenoblade, I think Xenogears and Xenosaga characters all kind of like mashed up in one, and it's pretty dope. It looks nice. I'm a fan of it. If you like it, you can just download it real quick on their website. I might leave a link in the description if you're interested and you haven't seen it. Okay, so moving on from that, let's just talk about, 2 months after, what do we think this game's gonna be? Now, if I'm gonna be real with you, I think Xenoblade Definitive is probably just gonna be like, think of what Sonic Adventure DX was to Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast. Yeah. Think of it like that. So it's like they're probably gonna make some quality of life improvements. They're probably gonna add some cut bosses and areas. They're probably gonna redesign textures and areas to make them look a little more modern, or maybe like how they had initially intended, without the hardware limitations of the Wii. And I probably wouldn't expect there to be major revisions. I would like to see some changes in the combat again. I would like to see some different things, but I don't expect this game to just recreate the game that it's coming from. I mean, though at the same time, I would not expect stuff, because like they've already remade Xenoblade once. This is the third time they're releasing Xenoblade, so like I feel like they wouldn't have made it unless they felt like they had to. And maybe it's just visually they realized what they were losing out on, the visual storytelling aspect of it, which is why they wanted to make the characters more animated and bring them to life in a way that they didn't feel like robots, visually. And maybe that's the extent of the justification for this this port to the Switch. Maybe it's just going to be that. Though I feel like they would want to maybe make that extra step, especially since Nintendo did seem to hype this up a bit as being like, oh, this is going to be the next big RPG, even though it's something that a lot of their core fans and people who are interested have already played and know about. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think this is going to be, we're going to be waiting a little while to get more information on this game. And as a result, I wouldn't expect much more content beyond what I'm making now. Maybe after they announce something new, if they have a Xenoblade Direct, or I doubt they're going to have a Xenoblade Direct, or, they show more information for the game in the next upcoming Nintendo Direct in like late November, after Pokemon comes out, and they're like, okay, what the fuck do we talk about now? But yeah, so Xenoblade Definitive Edition, it's probably gonna be great. Probably gonna be good. Let's hope we get something new soon. Okay, thanks for watching. Yeah. It's a really awkward ending.